Thanks for staying with us this morning. Now, we've been talking about it all morning long. We know that this weekend is a time to celebrate for 4th of July, but of course we want to make sure that folks are safe in the process.
Yeah, just so you know, in North Carolina, any type of firework that leaves the ground is strictly prohibited for personal use. But when it comes to using other types, there are ways to ensure that you're being as safe as you possibly can be.
That's the only way you can really enjoy the holiday, right, Brian? And here to tell us just a bit more is Dr. Henderson McGinnis. He is the emergency physician there at Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, this is a topic that a lot of people are going to be thinking about and really mulling over the next few days. We know that fireworks can cause injuries. What are the ones that are most common that you guys end up seeing folks come into the emergency room for?
So we, excuse me, we see a lot of injuries to hands and fingers because people are holding the firework and then it goes off quicker than they think, or it goes off and they are still holding it. We also see a lot of injuries to the head, the face, and the eyes when people are like looking at the firework because it didn't go off, or they're holding it close to their face when it goes off. And we, of course, are going to see burns and then the problems from a blast or an explosion when the firework actually does detonate.
What are some of the things that people need to keep in mind when they're operating fireworks?
So really, it's one of the best things to be left to a professional, but we know that people are going to do this themselves. So obviously it doesn't really need to be said, but it should be said. Don't set off fireworks inside a house or inside a structure. People will do them in tents and in houses and things like that, in barns, but always be outside. Also, you should not let children play with fireworks or operate fireworks, set fireworks off. And I know that it's seeming to be a rite of passage with kids sometimes wanting to get out and play with fireworks, but it's not a good idea to let children play with fireworks. Obviously we have laws against use of certain fireworks in our state that varies from state to state. People will go to another state and pick up fireworks and bring them back here, realizing that is not legal. And you don't know what you're getting when you buy a firework. So, there's no regulation that this firework is going to be this strong. So you buy it from Joe and it's this strength. You buy it from Pete and it's this strength. So people will make mistakes by thinking it's going to burn at this rate for the fuse, and then they don't throw it away quick enough. So I would say never hold anything in your hand. Never let children operate fireworks. Never use fireworks inside. Always wear safety gear. So wear hearing protection, wear eye protection, wear long pants, long sleeve shirts, boots, toe coverings, and don't ever point fireworks at anyone or around pets or anyone like that, because you don't want to directly injure someone that way.
That definitely makes sense, Dr.
advice.
McGinnis. Absolutely. So we also know that people can often hurt themselves but not really realize how severe that injury is. At what point should you go to the emergency room after you've suffered some sort of injury?
So in general, my general rule for people to come to the emergency room is if you suddenly can't walk, talk, see, move your arms or legs or fingers, that's kind of that would normally concern you, right? So those would be the big things that would make you, in the setting of having the firework injury, hey, all of a sudden I can't hear, or I can't see, or I can't feel my hands, or my fingers are pointing in the wrong direction, or I have a large burn on my hands or my face or somewhere, then you should definitely seek medical attention immediately.
Those are all pretty big red flags, yeah. But it's it's almost sad, but it's important that you have to say these things just to kind of let people know what's going on. I know the activity must peak, this time of year with 4th of July coming. But do you see these injuries all summer long?
We do. Really, about 3/4 of the fireworks injuries we're going to see are in the kind of the peri 4th of July period, the couple of days, the week before and the week after. That's kind of our peak fireworks season. Like I said, about 3/4 of the injuries we'll see will be during that time, but we'll see them year round. People like to set up fireworks for 4th of July, for New Year's, for big holidays, family celebrations. It's Friday night at the baseball game. We want to have fireworks. So there's a lot of reasons people set off fireworks, and it does happen year round, but you're right, most of them are concentrated around this 4th of July holiday.
Okay. Dr. McGinnis, thank you so much for your insight. We're going to have this segment posted on our triadcw.com website later on today. For anyone who might have missed anything, really important advice. One thing that I might take away from this was the fact that hearing and eye injuries aren't something you normally think about. You normally think of hand injuries, people holding fireworks and lighting them off. Obviously a big no-no. So